fleas immediately tried to jump out, but they hit the lid again and again. Before long, they realized they were stuck. At one point, the researchers removed the lid, but much to their surprise, the fleas didn't try to jump out anymore. They had hit that lid so many times that they had become conditioned to thinking that they couldn't get out. Even though the lid was off, they didn't even try. Sometimes, like these fleas, because of the environment we're in, the times we've tried and failed, what people have told us, we've become conditioned to thinking, I can't do anything great. I'll never accomplish my dreams. I'll never get back in shape. It may not have happened in the past. You may have tried and hit that lid a few times, but can I tell you, the lid is coming off. It's time to try again. You were not created to live contained, to get stuck. Recondition your mind. That's what happened to a friend of mine. He got off to a rough start in life. He grew up in the projects, was very poor, and had almost no guidance. His father wasn't in his life. His mother had her own struggles. And because of his poor home situation, he was labeled by the state as a child at risk. From the time he was a little boy, that phrase played over and over in his mind. It had become ingrained in his thinking. There's no future for me. I'm a child at risk. He continued to go downhill, getting into trouble, doing what the rest of the crowd was doing. Everyone around him was defeated, depressed, addicted. He fit right in. Your life is going to follow your thoughts. He believed he was at risk, and he became at risk. If you believe you've reached your limits, you have. If you believe you'll never get well, you won't. Because your mind has become conditioned with limitations, it will keep you from your highest potential. You have to be bold and get rid of those thoughts that are holding you back. You may not see how you can do this in your own ability, but you're not on your own. You have the most powerful force in the universe breathing in your direction. God created you to rise higher, to break barriers of the past, to overcome bad habits, to be free from generational curses. People may have labeled you at risk, average, less than, but God labels you well able, equipped, anointed, creative, a masterpiece. The good news is people don't determine your destiny, God does. What they said about you, the environment you're in now, how you were raised, cannot keep you from your purpose. God has already taken into account every detail of your life, every bad break, every negative comment, how you were raised, what somebody did or didn't do. He's factored that all into His plan. If you'll stay in faith, instead of holding you back, it will propel you forward. Instead of defeating you, it will make you stronger. God knows how to take what was meant for harm and use it to your advantage. One day, this young man got into trouble at school and was sent to the counselor. She tried to reason with him, but he wouldn't listen. However, she didn't give up. She kept on trying and trying. Finally, he said to her, "Why are you even bothering with me? I'll never do anything great. I've been told my whole life I'm a child at risk." She looked him in the eyes and said, "Listen to me. You are not a child at risk. You are a child at possibility." When he heard that, something ignited on the inside. He sat up in his chair, said to her, "What do you mean, at possibility?" She said, "You are full of potential. You are smart. You are talented. There's so much you can become." His whole life, he had heard just the opposite. His mind had become conditioned to thinking, "You'll never get out of the projects. You'll never be successful." That day, a stronghold was broken in his thinking. He reconditioned his mind. Today, this young man owns his own business and is very successful. Plus, he goes around to schools and speaks to other students who are considered to be at risk. He tells them what the counselor told him. You're not at risk, you're at possibility. Like my friend, people around you may have accepted mediocrity. They may be fine with being average, having little goals, working at an okay job. But don't let that spirit rub off on you. That is not who you are. You're the exception. You're the barrier breaker. You're not limited by your education, by how you were raised, by that environment. God has destined you to rise higher. He's destined you to go to the next level.